Welcome to Falcon Tech. Today I will show you how to implement knapsac problem in C. But first of all, I am assuming that you have seen our knapsac problem video, which was the theoretical video. I'll be writing my code in the C++ IDE. I'm giving the hash include stdio.h, that is the preprocessor that I use to write a C program. And inside the main function, I'll be writing my knapsac code. Now, in a knapsack, there were number of items, and according to the number of items, there are number of weights and number of values. So, I'll be entering the number of items as user through user input. And I'll be saving the value in variable n. For first item, there is a weight, and according to the weight, there is a value. For second item, there is a weight, and then there is a value, and so on. So for first value, there will be, for first item there is a value, so I have to input these kinds of data through an array. I'm giving the array name as A with size 10, and for each array I have to write a for loop. In for loop, I will be starting from 0 to n less than n. It will be, if n is 3, then it will be moving to 0, 1 and 2, and for each values of I, it will be giving the values of the knapsack. Scanf %d ampersand a of I. And similarly, for the weights, I'll be taking another array name b with size 10, printf, enter the values. Now the thing is that I have to find the ratio of the items, and according to the ratio I have to sort the items. I have to sort the ratio, the weight and the value. So before that I have to find the ratio. How could I find that? Simple, value by weight. The array name as r with size 10, and as I have said that the ratio will be value by weight, that is my value array is a and my weight array is b, so ai by bi. I've got my ratio. Now I have to sort these three things: ratio, value and weight, and for that reason I will be writing bubble sort technique. For bubble sort there are two loops, one for outer and for the inner. This inner loop will be moved from 0 to n minus I minus 1, and for this I have writing if r of j less than r of j plus 1. If the ratio of the next ratio is greater than the previous ratio, then we have to swap these things. Now for I writing the function name as swap with data type void, and the parameters are int star x and int star y. Star x and star y are pointer type variables, so I'm using the call by reference technique. In t is the temporary variable, and the value of x is moved to t. X is empty now, so value of y will be moved to x. Y is empty now, so value of t will be moved to y. That is the technique I'll be using, and inside the if I'll be just simply calling the function, and I will call through reference. So the parameters are star x and star y, so here I'll be calling through reference. So through reference it will be ampersand that holds the entries of the variable, ampersand r of j and ampersand r of j plus 1. This is the ratio swapping. Second, it will be the value swapping, that is ampersand of a of j and ampersand of r of ampersand of j plus 1. Similarly, ampersand of b of j comma ampersand of b of j plus 1. Look, I have only written 3 lines of code by simply using a function. If I've written it here, I have to write 9 lines of code. This is very easy. Now I'll be entering the knapsack weight. So enter the knapsack weight. This will be user input. I'll be saving the value in variable w. Look, all I have written is of integer type. So for this I have running a loop. I'll be calculating this. Then w equals to knapsack weight minus my weight of first item, that is b of I. When I is 0, my first item, when I is 1, second item, and this will be going on, and you will see that b of I at a time will be greater than w. So for that reason I'll be writing a if statement. If w is greater than 0, then my loop will continue. If w is greater than 0, then there is no problem. I'll be just adding the values. So for that reason I will be taking a variable s equals s plus a of I, that is my value added, and I'll be keeping the value of w to another variable t. Since w equals to w minus bi, this line will change the value of w. I initialized s as 0. If bi is greater than w, then else statement will hold. The else statements will be the calculation of the fractional weight. S equals to s plus, what is my ratio? R of I into t. Look, t is the t equals to w, that line. S equals to s plus R of Ri into t, used for the fractional part. And again I'll be saving the weight to a variable u. I'm taking ut as float variables, and break. When w is less than 0, it will break. It will go inside the else loop and it will just simply break out from the loop. It will just move one time. Printf. Now my total profit will be generated, that is s, and my fraction calculation will be simply x equals to t by u. This is the fraction. So fraction I'll be taking as float variable. X, t and u all are float variable. So printf %n fraction, and it will be %f float type comma x. Okay, I'll be compiling this program, running the code. Enter the number of items 5, enter the values 30, 20, 100, 90, 160. Enter the weight 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. The knapsack weight is 60. Look, the profit is 270. Fraction is 0.875. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel.